Gonna start with the slip knot. 2. This is how I do it. Once over, pin over again, all the way over. Hook just goes in there, all tightens up, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So my tail's over here, yarn's ready to go. We're gonna do a chain of 4 to start it off with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch into that first stitch. No yarn over, of course, until we got the hook through. Now yarn over through that loop and immediately into this second loop. Now that is the middle, or will be the middle of the granny square. Right there. Let's go to the first round. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we need to do, that is going to count as a double crochet. We're going to do 2 more. So yarn over into the middle, pull up a loop. Now we have the 3. Yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over the last 2 loops. Do that a second time. Yarn over into the middle, pull up the loop, yarn over the first 2, yarn over and through the last 2. So we have our 3, because this counts, 1, 2, 3, and that's our first corner. Now I like to put a chain in between, so 1 chain, and now we're going to do 3 double crochet into that middle hole. Yarn over, in, yarn through. Now we have 3, yarn over through the 2 loops, yarn over the next 2, yarn over for our second double crochet for this corner, into the middle, pull up, we have our 3, yarn over through the first 2 loops, yarn over through the next 2 loops. You need to do it 1 more time for the 1 more double crochet. So yarn over into the middle, pull up the yarn, you have our 3, yarn over through the 2 loops, yarn over through the last 2 loops. We have our 2 sides. I'm going to add the chain for in between before getting started on the 3rd quarter. Not quarter, corner. So yarn over into the middle, pull up, and that gets so much easier the more you do it too. Yarn over through the first 2 loops, yarn over, last 2 loops. That's 2 corners, and first double crochet for the 3rd. We need 2 more. Yarn over into the middle, get the tail out of the way, pull through, we have our 3, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. Now we have the 2 for the 3rd corner, 1 more, yarn over into the middle, pull up. You have our 3, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2. We have our 3 corners. First, second, third. Let's add the chain. And now we can work on the 4th and final corner for the first round. 3 double crochets, yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Second crochet, yarn over, second double, sorry, in, pull up, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. One last double crochet for this, yarn over into the middle, pull up, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over, last 2 loops, and don't forget, chain 1. Now you could probably try and pull on your tail there and close it up. And then we have to slip stitch into that 3rd starting chain to close up the round, which is going to be awkward for me from this position, but I'll get there. That's the 3rd. 1 loop. I like to do both just to make it more secure, but this is older yarn and it's being stubborn. Hold on. Use of the nail. 1 loop, there we go. Yarn over, pull through, maybe. There we go. And immediately pull through. There it is, closed. Now, this is where our next round is going to start, and it does look a little strange at first, but once it keeps going, it'll be fine. So we got to do chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to do, that counts as a double crochet. We're going to do the other 2 right in here. So yarn over, in, pull up, through 2, through 2. Once more over, into that, pull up, pull through 2, pull through 2. So it looks a little strange sometimes, but you won't notice it in a second. So that is the that's half of the corner for the second round. Do a chain. Then we're going to jump over to this corner, the second corner. So we got 1, 2, 3 from the first row. Here's our corner. We're going to do 3 double crochets. Yarn over, pull up, yarn over, 2, through 2, yarn over, through 2. That's 1. Yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops, over again into the hole, pull up, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops. Now, I like to do more than one in the actual corners, one in between, more than one in the corners. So you can choose, but I'll do 2 chains. 1, 2, and then we go back into the same hole with 3 more double crochet. So over 1, in, pull up, over, through 2, over, through 2, yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. One more, yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, through 2 loops, yarn over, through 2 loops. Now because this is going to be the side, I'm just going to do 1 chain. It's not a corner. So 1 chain. And that's just a personal preference. You can see the square starting to take form. Now we're in the next corner, 3rd corner. 3 more double crochet, yarn over, in to where that 1 chain spot wasn't at the beginning. Pull up, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over the last 2, right? Yarn over, go back in for 2nd double crochet, pull up, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. One more time, yarn over into the middle, not the middle, that hole, sorry. Pull up, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over through 2 loops. 2 loops. Oh, not tulips. It's not time for flowers yet. So we have half, because that's where we started. We have a full corner here. We got a half here, so we need to add the 2 chains to finish up that corner. Get more yarn. So 2 chains, 1, 2. Now we're going to do 3 more double crochet. So yarn over into that same hole, pull up, yarn over through 2 loops, yarn over the last 2. Need 2 more, so yarn over, in, pull up, still getting those 3 loops every time. You're going to go through 2 at a time. 2, 2, 1 more, double crochet, so yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So that's our fully completed corner. Again, this is going to be a side, so I'm just going to do the 1 chain before we go to this last corner. Full, well, 1.5. This is the 4th corner. Going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over, pull up, 2, 2, yarn over, in, pull up, 2, 2, yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, 2, 2. That's 3 of them. Now we're going to put the 2 chains in the middle for the corner. 1, 2. Some people will do 3 chains there too. That's totally okay too. Now, last 3 more double crochets for this corner. Going right back into that same spot. Yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 2, yarn over into that spot, pull up, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 2. That's 2 double crochets now. Yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, through 2, tails being annoying, yarn over, 2. There we go. So again, we have first full corner, second full corner, third full corner. And here's that beginning where it's only half done from where we started with our 3 chains on the second round. We're going to finish that now after I do a chain, because this is a side, so just 1 chain. Tighten up my yarn a little. 1 chain. Okay. Now we're going to go into this hole with 3 more double crochets. Yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn over, 1, 2, yarn over into that same hole, pull up, yarn over, 1 loop 2, 1, 2, 1 more, yarn over, 1 more double crochet, yarn over, in, pull up, yarn over, 2, yarn over, 2. Now, because it is a corner, we need a chain 2 before slipping into that stitch. So chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to slip into that top chain right there from the previous round's 3 chain. Sorry, this is the hardest part for me. So 1 loop, where's the other loop? Hold on. I apologize. This worked so much better last time. There we go. I see it now. One loop. Sometimes the starting chain loop likes to hide. So hopefully you could see it back there. Now I have the 2 loops. Over, pull through, and just pull right on through. So this is just the 2 rounds. You can see that's just the tail. Got the first round, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have our corners with 1 chain in between, 2 chain on the corner, 1 in between on the sides, 3 double crochet on one side of the corner, the 2 chain, 3 double crochet on the other. So for the third round, which I'm not going to do the whole round because it's the same over and over, but we're going to, again, I'm going to start with chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And remember how I said it might look a little wonky at first, but you really don't notice it once you keep going. So I'm going to go for this third round. My next 2 will go in this hole. Space. I don't think it's actually called a hole. So I'm going to put 2 more double crochet right in here because this counts as a double crochet. So yarn over, pull up, you have the 3, yarn over, 2, 1 more, yarn into that area, pull up, 2, 2. So that's the weird awkward start to the next round, but when you go all the way around after that 4th corner, you'll finish the second half of the 1st corner before you do the 2 chains and then the slip stitch. So hope that helps, and happy crocheting.